Welcome back to the Shelf Sisters.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
The end of 2025.
We are back
What?
after such a long break to end off the year right with doing an episode with a Christmas book. Unfortunately, it was this one, but we'll get into that.
We'll get into that.
Yes,
but it's been a break, and it took us about 30 minutes just to set up, make sure our video is going. So fingers crossed that it is going and that you guys get a video. Everything is recording. Sonia forgot her iPad, so she's writing on a little notepad, which is crazy.
Yes, we storied this too. I feel like we're in like the early 2000s, like 1900s, like actually writing it down on paper. I had to write the discussion questions, and Sarah was saying it's so fast. I was like, I cannot write this fast. Like, I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
I actually spelled everything correctly, which is like so crazy for me after not like writing something for a long time. But we're so excited to be back. We had like a 2-month break, and that was definitely because of me. I went on an extended long vacation, and I went to Istanbul, Turkey, Dubai for a wedding, Maldives after. So I was gone for like 3 weeks, and then we came back and hit the ground running. It's been so crazy. And it's not just us. I'm seeing a lot of TikToks about people being so burnt out after going to like 100 holiday parties and lunches and dinners and brunches. And I am exhausted. I cannot wait. This is actually my last like commitment for the year. And I know we have one day left, but I will be utilizing that one day to literally stay in bed and just eat and read and watch TV and do absolutely nothing and go out for New Year's. Go out with a bang. I'm going to such a cute
2025.
I'm going to such a cute dinner, so I'm so excited to just, party the night away.
I love my outfit for tomorrow. I'm so excited to wear it.
First of all, you're literally covering your mouth.
I'm not
as you're supposed to be.
It's been a 2-month break. I forgot how to speak into a mic clearly. But no, do I have a chill night? Yeah, I'm going to do tonight chill, but like I need to pack everything and utilize tonight to packing and chilling. But tomorrow, I'm obsessed with my outfit, and I cannot wait to wear it.
I'm so excited to see it, but I hope everyone has great, like, sparkly, festive outfits for New Year's Eve.
And if you're not a sparkly person, that's okay. You can wear lace like me.
Okay, sure.
Or just black.
Sure.
Sure. But no, Sonia, a full 2-month break, and then we come off with this book. Do you want to announce what our December book club was?
I guess so. It was Good Spirits by B.K Borison, and it had rave reviews online. Like, everyone was obsessed with it, and when I told Sarah about it, she looked it up. She didn't see one bad review. I know. And the reason we chose it was because it had some magic realism in it, and so it's a departure than what we usually read. It's like a little spice added to a Christmas book, which usually would be just like a regular cheesy rom-com-y book. So we decided to venture out and pick it, and everyone was obsessed with it.
Once we did pick it, we got such exciting messages about people saying that they loved it. I'm so sad that we are probably going to be disappointing all of our new listeners. We got such rave reviews. So we were really excited to read it. We did wait to the last minute to read it, of course, because we like our opinions to be fresh, in our brain. So we took some time and read it at the very end of the month. So right after Christmas is when I started this book. So I was still in the mood, and I was ready to read a very holiday-y book.
To me, Christmas books stop after the New Year.
Okay, so like Jan 2nd?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I feel like is fine. Everyone's still in the holiday spirit. Like we have another celebration tomorrow night for the New Year. So I feel like it's totally fine you started after Christmas. But yes, we did start really late. But should we get into it? Should we talk about our time off a little bit? Like my travels, my crazy travel?
You were supposed to give an update on the trip because you posted about reading in the Maldives. So,
can I admit something? I barely read in the Maldives. Like I went out to the hammock to literally take pictures, and then I jumped in the ocean. Like I wanted to get content. I actually did want to sit and read, the amount of things that I wanted to do, it just like was not possible. And the reason why every single time I storied my Kindle reading on a plane was because that's the only time I actually sat and read for an extended amount of time. And after like the fourth plane story, I was like, I'm sure these people are like, what is this girl doing? Like, she's going like on an adventurous vacation and this is what she's storying. But that was literally basically the only time I had to sit and read for hours on end.
I'm also, like I told you this, I don't think our, I guess the book club like followers only care about book content. Like I think they're okay with getting to know us a little bit. Well, but you never want to push that.
It's just so awkward for me. And also because
I agree.
A lot of the people that follow us like also follow me personally, and I post like my best pictures there. So for me, it's just like a repeat. But now that we have like new followers, I shall. But my trip was fabulous. I think I got through maybe like 2 books during the trip, but it was also like half of it one that I had started like previously.
No, but that's so good because it was a busy trip and it was like a go like travel trip, and it wasn't just going to be like a full blown like relaxation where you knew that you're going to read 2 books.
Which wasn't because of me. We were with so many people. We went for a wedding in Dubai, and our weddings, we have like 5 events. And so I was extremely busy during that time. And then the people that we were with had made reservations all throughout the trip. And so it was just like every morning, every afternoon, every night.
Can you start from the beginning, please, really
Istanbul?
quickly? Yeah.
Okay.
You're like jumping from like different. And I started from the very end. So start from the beginning. Okay, ready?
So by the way, we talked about going to Dubai in July. So like we had just been, that was like our 4th time. Like it's not new for me. The other 2 places, Turkey and the Maldives, were new. And I had extremely low expectations for different reasons. Like the people that are posting about Istanbul on TikTok, I don't know what they're posting. It is not like the prettiest parts. So when I was going there, I was like, okay, it's just going to be whatever. Like I'm going because like my husband wants to go, whatever. I got there and it seemed like that when we first landed. But when I got to like the place we were staying by, like the hotel was beautiful. A 15-minute walk away was like the best part of Istanbul, like in my opinion, like for our kind of shopping.
And the park that you like walked across and get there.
I had to cut through a park to get to the shopping. It was so picturesque. It literally seemed like a movie. I was walking through the park and people were literally playing frisbee with their dogs and like sitting on benches and reading and having picnics. I was like a director from Hollywood could literally be walking through the park and get their like park shot of a movie and it just be so perfect. Yeah. So I had to take that walk to go to the shopping part. It was amazing. I did so much shopping. And it would like you could negotiate with the people at the local stores, and I had been told that before I went. And so when I actually got to do it in the store, it was the craziest thing. It was so much fun. I got like a wool cashmere fox fur coat. Yeah. I got really cute dresses from a store there called BSL it kind of seemed like their version of Zara because I think they had like maybe at least 2 locations. So it wasn't just like a local store. I think it was like their chain store.
I mean, their quality seems slightly better, but
it was just so cute. And all of it, it was mainly local boutique shopping more so than like chain stores and designer stores. And I've been calling it a Paris. The only problem with that is their designer stores were more expensive. I think my friends saw things that were like slightly less, but I didn't run across any of that. So that was too bad for me, but I still did a little bit for fun. But so that was amazing. Yeah. And then I got to Dubai. We had a wedding, and so we didn't do too much. We still went on a desert safari. I was
going to say, that's
and
like
Shimmers.
OG and like everyone. So
Dubai Mall, the touristy.
But you need to reiterate that like everyone that you were there with like hadn't gone to Dubai. So you still needed to do all the touristy things that like other people haven't seen, and so you still had to do it.
Yeah. So that's why we went to the desert safari. But I'm so glad we did that because it was a different kind of desert safari than what we had done. We didn't do, I don't even know what it's called. It's like, imagine an enclosed ATV. Okay. So we could ride like by ourselves and follow a guide. And like the car thrashing part that we did. Yeah. So it was like that, but like on your own and like in less of an enclosed car. Oh. So it was a lot of fun. I got a lot of sand in my eye. I didn't ride the camels this time. Everyone else did.
Okay. That's okay.
It was seriously so disgusting.
Did you heel?
No, it was just us two on the side and everyone else went. And I was so happy with that decision. That's fine. The flies around the camels, I'm sorry, it's so gross. And then we obviously went to Dubai Mall. Yeah. We did a lot of shopping on our only day off. And then we just had like a bunch of wedding events. We went to a place called Shimmers. That was the best. It was like drinks and dinner on the beach. Your feet are literally in the sand. You have to take your shoes off. And it's with a beautiful view of the ocean, the beach, Burj Al Arab. It was amazing. We did like a little walk on the beach together. And that was like, I think, one of the best things that we did on the trip. So just a lot of fun. Then we went to the Maldives. We were honeymoon crashers. We were with the bride and groom on the plane there and back. So we felt really bad about that, but we were going to two completely different hotels, different islands. Yeah. So thankfully we didn't like run into them on their actual like honeymoon stay.
I feel like we literally just saw you all of Dubai get out of our faces.
They were really nice about it. But it was actually fun. And like the plane ride back, we were not even on the same plane, on the same row as them. It was so insane. But the Maldives, it was, first of all, like one of the best experiences, the best hotel, the best service, the best swimming. Like it was the most insane experience I've ever had in my life. We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton Fari Islands in the Maldives. The service, you guys, like as soon as we got off, first of all, you don't do check-in at a reception. Like they check you in your room. Like you don't have to deal with that. Okay. We had a butler. We had a WhatsApp chat with him. Whatever we wanted, we just messaged him and he made it happen. Part. Like the most insane thing was the first night, and that's when we realized like we're just like not in Kansas anymore. It was we wanted to go to this Japanese restaurant that they had. Yeah. And they had an omakase section that we wanted to go to. But we thought, like, from the pictures that we saw previously, we thought it was like Benihana style. Like, we didn't know it was omakase. And so whenever we got there, we were so excited to sit there and have that food. And until we realized, and we don't eat too much seafood, it was all like the crazy seafood that we don't eat.
Just like raw omakase, like usual.
Yeah. And so we were like, oh, dang, we can't go anymore. Yeah. And like the butler overheard and he was like, no, what do you want? So we literally made up our entire menu an hour before dinner and they made it happen.
Sonny's like, I want fried rice, I want fried rice, and I want fried rice. Well, make it happen.
And chicken and veggies. Literally, that's what I asked for. And then they were like, okay, is there any like thing else you would like? And they had some Wagyu on the menu. So we're like, we love Wagyu. Yeah. We would love to have that. And I like also eat oysters. So we did oysters. Yeah. And she threw in some eel and caviar in like a hand roll. That was so good.
Which I'm so happy that you had, because usually in the States you'd be like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
It was good. So good. We had like Wagyu, like oh my God, you guys, it was insane.
She sent me the picture of her fried rice and I was like, my mouth was watering. In fact, it's like never
that wasn't good. Even the omakase fried rice.
Like it doesn't look good.
That was another fried rice that we had. Oh my God, both were incredible. And like
I'm hungry all over again.
The service was insane. Like two other examples, we went to another restaurant. It was like a Chinese restaurant. It was so good, to die for. And we ordered so much food because we were starving that night. And we got an entree of noodles that we didn't even touch because we were so full. And we're like, we'll have a midnight snack. Let's take it to go. We asked to take it to go. And they took it to pack it up for us. And so I was like, oh, they're about to bring us a bag back. No, they delivered it to our room. And we got back. It was delivered to our room with all of like the napkins, the silverware there, like ready for us to eat again.
Yeah.
And we went to the Ritz shop. And I was expecting, you know, like T-shirts and stuff like that say like the hotel name, Maldives, whatever. You guys, the shop was literally Missoni, Camilla, Zimmerman, Loewe, Celine. It was the craziest hotel shop.
You got Dad the cutest
I have
tea
from Bandemir. It's like a French brand. It was just like the best. And then, this is what I was going to say. So my husband got a shirt. He got a shirt for my dad. And they packed it up and delivered it to the room. Like, we didn't take anything. It was so wild. And
you same with the sharks?
Wait, I'm going to get to that. Okay. And then the fried rice that you were talking about that I sent you a picture of, that one, we ordered the fried rice. And we're like, hey, at the Chinese restaurant, they had this like to die for chili sauce. And we love chili oil, chili sauces. Yeah. And we're like, do you have that? And they're like, oh, we don't have it here, but we'll send someone to get it. And they had someone go to, and this is like an island that the hotel is on. They had someone go buggy over to the Chinese restaurant, come back with the sauce so we could eat it at this Japanese restaurant. You guys.
That's not service.
I was seriously dying. Like, it was, and everyone just like, not only like remembered our names, but every time like we went to dinner, they would be like so ecstatic to talk to us about our day and what fish we saw that day. Like, did we snorkel? Did we dive? Like, did we do water sports? Like, what did you see today? How was the visibility in the water? It was just so amazing. Now we'll get to the snorkeling. Usually I'm very scared of just the ocean. And we are ocean people. Like, we don't really do pools. But I have had to like work up to like getting over my fear. So last time before we went to the beach, I snorkeled with like stingrays and sea turtles. And we would like chase after them with the sea bobs. And so I got more comfortable. Yeah. But that was still like close to the beach, you know, like we were around the people with their drinks in the water. We weren't that far out. Yeah. And this time the first day we did a private jet ski snorkeling tour. Yeah. And the guy was like, don't worry, I got you. Like, he literally, Serge, he held my hand in the water. Okay. That's how insane
That's how scared you are. Yeah.
And we had to do that the first day. We're like, we need just someone to like show us around.
Yeah.
And so he took us in the water and we jet skied out 30 minutes to get to this random lagoon in the middle of the ocean. But it was still a lagoon. We got out and we were able to like touch the ocean, and then we went to the deeper parts, but it was like a reef and it was all good. And that day, like, we just saw like little fish and we saw a baby shark. Yeah. But it was like really baby. Like, it was fine. Second day, our hotel had an activities calendar and it was like random stuff at the spa. They actually had like cake decorating one day that I totally missed. I'm still so upset about it.
So cute.
Yeah. They had like a gua sha tutorial, like body scrub, like all these crazy things. And one of the things that they had on there was snorkeling at like this other reef. Okay. And they took us out on like a big boat. Yeah. 30 minutes away. And when they said it was reef snorkeling, I was thinking about my previous day, like lagoon, reef, you know. You guys, we get out 30 minutes into the ocean. There is not a speck of island in sight. I have no clue where we are. And you know when you look in the ocean, it's light blue water or dark blue water.
Yeah.
So dark blue water is like, you don't know where the ocean floor is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just deep blue sea as far as the eye can see. And they said jump. I was seriously about to have a panic attack.
Yeah.
I could not jump in. Everyone was jumping. I was the last person on the boat. I could not jump in. I was so scared. A guy literally held my hand and helped me down slowly.
Okay.
Because I was so scared. And Shaquille was waiting in the ocean for me.
Yeah.
Just to like catch me, make sure I was good. And I thought, okay, I'm here. We're going to stay close to the boat.
Yeah.
And it'll be fine. No. Everyone, the entire group just starts swimming away. I was like, where is everyone going? And
are they following someone? Or everyone's just kind of on their, okay.
No, they're not on their own, just as a group swimming.
Okay.
To where? I don't know.
Okay.
And I was like, I can't stay here and be by myself. This is the deep blue sea. And they had like told us before, like usually if you see a shark, they're scared of you. They're not going to approach you. But we do have some tiger sharks. And they literally told us, if you see a tiger shark, they will bite you. They will attack you. They're not common, but just know that. And I was like, okay, like, sure. And so I was like, I have to stay with this group of people. And they had told us you're going to be in the water for 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were. And in that time, I did start getting like really panicky. I wanted to get back on the boat, but I was like, I don't want this to be my story. I want to make sure that like, I'm out here for the entire time that everyone else is, and that I can say that I did that. I conquered my big fear. Mm-hmm. And we're there, and the instructor that was with us pokes his head out of the water and yells shark and does this. And oh my God.
Did you have a heart attack?
I actually didn't freak out as much as I should have.
Okay.
But I looked back into the water. I was like, where is this freaking shark? Okay. He pointed to it and I saw it. And I was like, okay, it's a shark, but it's not crazy big.
Okay.
We get back onto the boat and I was like, thank God the shark wasn't that big, blah, blah, blah. And my husband's looking at me like, is this girl okay? He was like, Sonia, like that was a big shark. And he showed me how big it was with his hands. And like where I was, I didn't have the greatest visibility of the shark.
Okay.
So it was like a little hazy. So it made it look smaller.
Okay.
And whenever my husband heard shark, he swam towards the shark, left me, went looking for it. So he got closer. Okay. And so
he did that.
So he was able to see how big it actually was. And thankfully it was a white tip reef shark. One of the sharks that just friendly? Like leaves, not even friendly, like leaves you alone, doesn't want to be near you. So it like swam away. Okay. But yeah. And we saw the reef, but on the right side, I kid you not, I would look to my right and that's when I would start getting panicky because that's when I had no idea what was out in the abyss. And I was like, there could be a tiger shark just coming to eat me. And no one could do anything about it. Like no one would ever know that it was happening. So
you conquered a fear.
Yeah, I conquered my fear. And then that day after we saw a shark, we went back to our villa, grabbed snorkeling gear, asked for like the flippers, got it delivered to the room, snorkeled again out in the villa. So yeah. I'm a snorkeler now.
You should get your, what is it called?
Diving license.
Yeah. Honestly, or the scuba.
Honestly.
That's the same thing. Yeah.
I think that's next on my list.
Oh my God.
That's how like adventurous I got on this trip. That's on my list. And I was like,
Sonia.
Like in our villa, like it looked like nothing was there. We were like looking for fish from the hammock and stuff. Once we went inside the water, I could see the fish. It was craziness.
Okay. Let us know in 1 year if you get your
certification. I shall. And now I'll stop talking about my trip. But just know it was incredible.
So it was like a well-due break. And also what I realized was that since we started the podcast, we have done 2 episodes every single month. And
this was the first time.
This was the first time.
Yeah.
In
for a
year and a half. a year and a half, which is crazy that it's been a year and a half.
Yes.
But we'll go over our December book club pick, Good Spirits by B.K. Borison, and then also go over our top books of 2025. We have our
Shelf
top
Sister
three.
books.
Yeah.
Yes.
Top 3 Shelf Sister books. And then if there's one additional that you kind of want to talk about, go for it. But
I don't. I have my top 3.
Ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are good.
No, I think when we were going through our list, wow. Like 2025, the picks that we had.
They were really
insane. They were so good. So I agree. I think we're good. And Sana, you have your notebook with all of our questions, but I think we should go over a summary of our book.
Yes. Let's start with the description and then we'll get into Good Spirits by B.K. Borison.
Perfect. And like we said, we don't have our iPads. I'm literally reading this off of my Kindle.
Yeah, so if you hear like a stilted sentence, it's because she's scrolling and the Kindle takes 10 seconds to do the scroll.
It's insane. Like,
I know.
This technology is crazy. Okay, let's see. Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. She's truly in a league of her own. Let's see. Sorry. Again, the scroll. Oh stilted. My God. Where are we at? All right. He's the ghost of Christmas Past. She's not exactly Scrooge. Ghost of Christmas Past, Nolan Cullihan intends to spend his holiday haunting like every other. Get in, get out, return to his otherwise aimless existence as a ghost awaiting the afterlife. But when he's faced with Harriet York, the sweetest assignment he's ever had, he suddenly finds himself wishing for a future. Harriet has no idea why she's being haunted. She's a good person, or at least she tries to be. A people pleaser to her core, she always does what's expected of her. But as she and Nolan begin to examine her past, they discover there are threads that bind them together and realize there might be more to moving on than expected. With a deadline of Christmas Eve fast approaching, will they find the key to their futures in each other's past, or will they stay firmly in the present, indulging in their unexpected, spirited connection? Filled with magic, mayhem, and cozy holiday charm, this swoony romance is B.K. Borison's best yet.
Is it?
Literally,
3 question marks. Let's get into the overall.
Is crazy.
Let's get into our overall thoughts, and you go first, since I've been talking for like 30 minutes.
I mean, okay. Let me just start off by saying for Christmas books, there's always just like a romance book that's like super trendy for the year, and like that's what most people read for their Christmas books. But even last year we chose a Christmas book that was like slightly had an edge, and it wasn't just a romance. So we're like, we're gonna do the same again this year because last year was so great. This had rave reviews, and so I never read any fantasy books. Sonia has read maybe one fantasy book,
a few, but I don't love.
Yeah. And we don't like anything too cheesy, and that's like what Christmas books are. So I don't think we were the target demo for this book. So that is like baseline. We're not the target demo, but we wanted to give it a try. From that reasoning, I will just say that for me, this was such a hard book to finish. Every single time I started to read it, I would read 2% and I would fall asleep. I would fall asleep and I would wake up and be like, what did I read? Like, it made no sense to me. And so just overall thoughts, this is not my genre of book. I'm not the target demo for this author. And when we get into the questions, you'll kind of understand like why I said this, but it's just not the book for me. And I'm going to leave it at that. It's just not the book for me.
Okay. I think at the beginning we heavily agreed. Okay. And this time we did kind of discuss it. Like it's not.
We had to.
Yeah. It was bad. It started out really, really bad. And just like really cheesy, and Harriet wasn't so like surprised by the ghost as she should be, like for us as the reader to take it seriously. And as soon as I read that beginning part, I was like, oh, that's what kind of book this is going to be.
Yeah.
And I feel like even with, because this is more so magic realism of a book instead of fantasy, but I understand what you're saying, just not real life.
Yeah.
But even with that, I just need like more in the book to have the like Harriet as a person be just so shocked by this news. Yeah. I think that makes it easier to digest as the reader instead of her just being like, oh, I thought it was a dream. Please.
And he shows up the next day and she's like, I guess he wasn't lying. Like, what?
Yeah, what are you talking about? It needed to be crazier. Mm-hmm. And then
her reactions needed to be crazier.
Right. And I think I would have like gotten into it more because even if it's magic realism, I need some of the realism in there. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also didn't appreciate the cheesiness. And, you know, I love a Christmas book. Like, we generally don't like cheesiness. Yeah. But for Christmas, I can just like take that. Yeah. And it's fine, like a little bit. But this one, even the jokes that they were making in the book and laughing with each other, I was like, it's not funny. Like this, a lot of authors can do banter really well, like Emily Henry. She's amazing with it, where I can actually laugh out loud.
Yeah.
This one, I was like, if I heard this joke in person, I would make a face. And I made a face when I read it in the book. Like, I don't appreciate that kind of writing. Yeah. But I did start to enjoy it a little bit more as I kept reading, when I just suspended all of that like disbelief and the cheesiness of it. I was like, I'm taking it for what it is, and I'm just going to try to enjoy my time since I have to finish this book anyway. And I started to do that, and little by little, I was like, okay. I was enjoying a little bit more when they would go back in time. Okay. But then we get to the end.
And we will be spoiling this book with our questions. 100%. So
the end is where she again lost it for me. And I was seriously about to just like bang my head against a wall. Yeah. When she did not explain why, like, there was literally, I didn't even highlight it, I should have, where Harriet, said, I just don't understand. And Nolan said, we don't need to understand, or something like that. I was like, this is why you read a 400-page book. So by the end, you're understanding the ending, what's happening, especially with a book like this. Why did he wait 100 years? How were they connected? He saw her in the water, but why did he see her in the water? And I went on Reddit to see, and
oh my God,
people also did not know. They enjoyed the book. Literally 99.9% of people really liked this book, but they were baffled by the ending as to why it wasn't explained how they knew each other. How were they attached?
How are they? Yeah, no. Like, and why that was like 100 years that his afterlife was waiting on pause for 100 years for them to meet, see if there was a connection, and then figure out if they're going to go.
Even 100 years ago, when he was dying and drowning, he saw her for a split second in the water, but they don't explain why he saw her when they had met before. How is this happening? And then, I'm sorry, the part where her aunt, like Matilda, and his supervisor, Isabella, like, were like, oh, he's so silly. He still doesn't understand. Because you guys are literally making it so difficult. Like, there is nothing to understand. What is the
connection?
They had zero connection. It made no sense. Yeah. And they're like, Nolan, Harriet is yours. Oh my God, you guys, I was seriously about to throw my Kindle.
I understand loopholes in the book. This was something that, like, there was no point of connection. It did not flow at all. Like, I had no reason to believe these characters at all.
And another thing about the end, I love when it's wrapped up with a bow. Give me the happily ever after. This one, like, the reveal and like why her and her sister didn't talk was seriously the stupidest thing that I knew from the first page. Why it was supposed to be this big reveal of why, like, her and her sister had a falling out. I could have told you that it was because, like, of her mom, and she did like what her mom wanted to do, and Harriet didn't.
She was going against the grain. Yeah, like, that's it. Duh.
Like, there was nothing else. Oh, what did I waste my time for? So yeah, I tried to enjoy it the best I could. And the author didn't let me. I enjoyed a tiny bit of the middle, and I thought, okay, we'll get into this part in the question. I'll explain why I enjoyed it a little bit later. But yeah, I started to enjoy the middle a little bit more, but the beginning and the end really was a deal breaker for me. So let's get into the questions we can explain.
Because I'm like,
okay, number 1, what did you think of the paranormal premise of the novel? Did Borison do a good job explaining the magic? In a book like this, does the author really need to?
I think in a book like this, the author does not need to go into it so much detail because you know what you're getting yourself into. I think,
and it's like a low stakes Christmassy
book.
Like
so you don't need to go into it in too much detail. And that was not my problem with this book at all.
Yeah.
It was just the not being shocked by like what is happening to her because she is literally on this earth and there's a ghost coming and speaking to her and just in her home like
and telling her that he's tethered to her for the rest of the season until they figure out what she did was wrong.
No, and there's no reaction from her end, or not a reaction that I was assuming someone in her position would have.
Yes.
Correct. But no, I don't think the author needs to like set the scene that much, but it was just my problem with her reactions and how she acted towards like, what was happening to her.
I do love, because like I said, all of the Christmas romances, I've read so many.
Yeah.
And especially this season, I got to a point where I was like, nothing is new. Everything is boring me. Yeah. Like nothing is as exciting as it once used to be when I started reading Christmas books. So I was excited about this. It's something different. It adds like a little spice to it.
Yeah.
And I thought she could have just done so much better, but I love the premise of like a ghost coming, and a ghost that is that resembles like an actual man and is not see-through. It helps with the romance more of how she can fall in love with this person.
No, I agree. And I loved like the summary or the description that it was like the classic of Ghosts of Christmas Past. I was
Christmas
so
Carol.
Excited and intrigued by it. It's like, oh, this is going to be like a classic like romance, like, you know.
And you know, in the description it says a Christmas Carol with a twist of an ending. I was waiting for that twist for so long.
Like, you knew exactly how
there's
this was going
literally
to be.
No twist. They didn't explain. And even at the end when Matilda and Isabella were saying you have 2 options, basically either die or go back to the earth and live with the rest with the love of your life.
Like,
what are the choices? Like, and she's like, I hope you make the best decision. What decision is there to make? It makes no sense. Who would choose, just kill me and leave me be for the rest of time?
I can't. Like, there's no twist. Like, it was just so straightforward. Whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think that the author needs to do that.
Yeah. But I enjoyed the paranormal aspect. I liked that he was made to look like a real man.
Yeah.
But I don't like the going back in time. I really don't like to see people's childhoods. Like, I like the present. The future is fine with me too.
Yeah.
The past, I don't want to see you as a 5-year-old. I have no interest in that. And it's not just this book, it's every single book I read.
I don't mind it. It's fine, sure, whatever. And for her, I think they just need to set the scene of why she was the way that she was, which I still don't understand. Like, I'm sorry, there's so many people that have a similar childhood to this, and you're telling me that you cut off ties with your family just because they expect you to be a certain way. What a sob story. Get over it. I'm sorry. Get over it. I don't know if my brain is just so logical that way that
I think it's both of us.
Is it just too I don't know. Maybe other people are not as logical, but I'm like, wow, you had an incredible childhood with privilege and opportunities, and I just can't. When it gets to that level,
and you're complaining about that childhood.
Speak up, get it over with, make amends with your sister, tell your mom exactly how she's acting and why you don't agree with it, but then say but you're my mom, let me just get over it. You have to suck it up. Literally, I can't. No, my brain is way too logical for this.
Yeah,
so
same.
And I'm sure there's so many people that are gonna disagree with us on that.
100%. We're just not those people.
I'm just telling you this is our opinion, and we reserve the right to have this opinion.
Okay. Number 2, does the novel deliver enough festive cheer? And how does the Christmas season amplify the stories, themes of past, present, and future? I will say this was one of the best parts of the book for me. Yeah. I thought she described the season so well. and all of the festive cheer, like the pajamas. And I literally this season, I bought like 3 new Christmas PJs. So like, I love that. I love just her cutting down the tree, the hot chocolate, the sparkles everywhere. Like all of the ornaments and just the festive cheer in this book was amazing. I feel like she wrote it in a way that was so magical.
Right.
And I really appreciated that.
You know, I was watching The Holiday shortly right before I started this book, actually.
Okay.
I was watching The Holiday, and so my brain was going to the little chalet, like in the London, you know, whatever. So like my brain was going to Harriet's house looking like that from the outside, and then Nolan just like waiting at the doorstep, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's where my brain was going if her house was a little bit more festive and the town was more festive.
Yeah.
So like I was just picturing that in my mind, and I was like, the setting is perfect. And you guys know
so
that we
cozy.
Love a cozy setting, and when like that's an actual character in the book. So agreed. I loved that Christmas setting.
I also did love like whenever they would go back to the past, like her childhood and the Christmas displays at her mom's like law firm. I thought that was really nice.
So cute.
I liked that it was also like Christmassy in that aspect for some of the like past scenes.
And I loved the tradition of
the gala,
the holiday party. Yes, and like doing that every year.
And she was like, "Oh, I'm surprised I'm still invited. I have such like a pit about you are going to a Christmas gala to dress up, and your mother has this party." And she literally was saying it in such a negative way. My mom does this to show her like success and all of this, to have it every year, as she should. She's literally
celebrate your wins. I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh my God.
No, I can't. So it's fine.
We cannot relate to so many people in books because this is how they act. And like they need everyone to cater to them and like how their lives are now. Like
that's not how life works.
And like you're so lucky to have a mom that has a traditional gala, and like she is like, she loves pictures. So she makes us dress all like okay. Like,
and also like when there's a theme and you're told that your family needs to dress in navy, these people would not survive Indian weddings. Like, I'm sorry. You're always told what to do, what to wear. Like anything. I would love that.
Like tell me what to wear and to wear a gown and dress up for Christmas.
But it's a very
we just like cannot relate. So on to the next page.
On to the next.
Number 3. Discuss your feelings about the conclusion. Did it satisfy you? And what do you predict for Harriet's and Nolan's future? So we discussed this. The conclusion sucked off. I'm sorry. Like she did such a horrible job with it. It didn't satisfy me at all.
Because there was no twist. Hoping, we were waiting for a twist, and it didn't deliver. It was very straightforward.
I thought there would be some like loophole in the magic to where if he did something, he would be able to stay as a human, and that would be the third point. Not breakup act in here, but just third point. Like plot twist, like where the story like goes in a different direction. But no, it was just like he was made to sit in this room for what was
100 years.
No, like 2 weeks, that room. And he just had to wait for her aunt to come and tell him like, you can go be a human, I guess, with her. But it was ambiguous because he didn't say I'm a human now. He was just like, I'm going to be here tomorrow and the next day after and the day after that, like as long as you'll have me, basically. So I'm just assuming like he's a human and that they're going to like get married, have babies, and
I don't know. My logical brain like goes back to him acting the way he did, like with her mom, and just like him as a human. Like how is he supposed to come back to life? When she was talking about like the car, like the races, what were they called? I forget. And he was like, what's that? And she's like, that's a car race. Like, okay, come back to reality. I don't know.
Well,
my logical brain was just
cares.
like, how does I know.
So I think for
she's
them
just,
it's fine.
Whatever, you guys. No,
so
but
bad.
It was bad for them. Good for them, but bad for my reading. I just feel like I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah. Okay, so those are the discussion questions. Now on to Hollywood. Sarah, would you like to do your Nolan and Harriet?
Yes, and this is just because this is fresh on my brain from what I'm seeing. And for Nolan, I'm seeing Glenn Powell. and for Harriet, I'm seeing Michelle Randolph. And that's just because they're a new couple. And the cover of the book, the girl has super, super blonde hair. And that was Michelle Randolph to me.
Perfect. So, I did Nolan as Paul Mescal and Harriet as Chloe Grace Moretz. And I've never chosen her for one of these. I totally forgot about her. And when I looked up a picture of her, I was like, she's so cute. Why isn't she in more stuff? But I feel like we did a great job.
No, and I don't need this to be made into a movie or a TV series. Please don't do it. Thanks.
Rating?
Okay.
I can do mine.
You can do yours. I feel, go for it.
On Goodreads, and I really went based off of Christmas books. Like the bar for them is just like so lower for me. I just know that it will be. And so on Goodreads, I gave it a 3. I feel like that's a really fair rating. Personally, I would probably say 3 or like a 2.75. Okay. Somewhere in that range.
Okay, our Goodreads was the same because I agree. Like Goodreads for Christmas books, like the bar is just like so low. So 3, just because it wasn't poorly written, if that makes sense. Like the author, it wasn't poorly written. It was just like it was characters and it was just too much
compared to other Christmas books. It was like well written.
Maybe that's why people enjoyed it so much, because it was like a departure from other Christmas books
and she did write the magic realism in the book very well. Okay. It was just some parts that like didn't make sense. The ending wasn't enough.
No. And I don't read that many Christmas books, so like my barometer for them, like I don't think I have much to compare, but I still think like in my brain, I know that Christmas books like are a lower caliber. Gotcha. So 3 on Goodreads. For myself, I think it's like a 1.8 because I just like would not read this book. I'm sorry.
Okay, gotcha. So that was it for Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. Next up, we have our top 3 shelf sister books for the year of 2025. So Let's go first.
From 3 though. Let's do both of our. I think the way that we should do it is both of us say our number 3. Our number 2, and then our top books.
Perfect. My number 3 was Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I really enjoyed reading this book. I never thought about it really after the fact, but when I was going through all of the books, it was one of the few that I could like actually remember. Yeah. And I remember enjoying reading it. So yeah, that's my number 3.
Sonia always like Emily Henry is always going to be on her list. So like she has to be. Me on the other hand, no, Emily Henry does not need to be on it. But my number 3 was Local Woman Missing by Mary Kubica. I believe we chose this in January, right? Yeah, January. And it was a thriller to start off the year. I think if you listened to that episode, you knew exactly, like we were hooked from the very beginning of that book. And I think till the very end, like I was waiting for the twist. I think Sonia probably predicted it.
That's the one.
That's the one. Okay. Sonia predicted it.
I could not remember this book until now.
Yeah. But I think a thriller is always on my list of top reads for the year. But this one wasn't just like a usual thriller that I read. I think this one just like had a plot line. The town was like a character in the book. Like the setting was great. It was very descriptive and I loved it. So that's number 3 for me.
Perfect. Number 2 for me is Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney, a book that Sarish did not like, but it's a book that I've randomly remembered like time and time again when I'm looking for books. I just remember like I'm always like, wow, like that book really just not only gripped me, but it like stayed with me, that thriller. I thought it was so different. And like the plot, the setting, it was just like so different than the usual like housemaid and thrillers like that are so popular now.
I'm trying to remember exactly why I didn't love it so much because I did see my rating and I gave it a 3 on Goodreads, which is not amazing.
Yeah, and I also remember I had to read it really quick because I started late and I was feeling like really upset about that because I wanted to enjoy it for longer. Yeah. But it was a thriller where I was like, because a lot of the times I can guess what's going to happen. But that one, I was like, what is going on? Like, what are these people doing? What's the ending? So I loved that. Okay, your number 2.
My number 2 was The Academy by...
It's Ellen Hildebrand and Shelby Cunningham.
Oh, yes.
Sorry,
oh, my God. I totally forgot that it was the mother-daughter duo. So this was a complete departure for Ellen Hildebrand because all of her books are based on Nantucket. But I think with The Academy, I loved the setting. Oh my gosh, like we sound like broken records here where we love when a book has an interesting setting. So this was the book where they were at a
boarding school,
which was like in the outskirts of town. Like they were kind of like on their own. The kids just were like creating their lives in... Oh my! I'm trying to remember what that.
I don't think we have to.
But that speakeasy and just like creating that like setting, I loved it. It was also, it was just an interesting book. Like I don't even know what that genre of book would be. It was just like a story.
Yeah, I think just like literary fiction.
Yeah,
literary fiction.
Yeah,
yes.
And I think Ellen Hildebrand's books, I really enjoy her writing and her descriptive like nature and just the way she does it. And it's a novel like with her daughter, and I loved it.
Perfect. Our number 1 is the same.
No, stop.
This Book Will Bury Me by Ashley Winstead. You guys, if you have not read this book, you have to go read it. It was controversial, but we loved it. It was so amazing, and I can't believe we had the scene number 1.
I think
so
we
crazy.
I think we almost did last year too. Like we were teetering on our last year's number 1. But This Book Will Bury Me. It was online sleuths, and I didn't even know what that was before I started. Yeah, what that meant. Before I started reading this book, Sonia had to explain it to me, and then she went down like a full rabbit hole on Reddit, and then I did after we recorded the podcast. It was so gripping, so good. All of the characters like became a little family. So cute. So if there's one book that you want to read that's a Shelf Sisters book of 2025, This Book Will Bury Me will definitely be our choice.
Yes, I can't wait to see what we pick for 2026. We're going to be posting it on our Instagram soon. We still have to decide, but one thing about Good Spirits I totally forgot to mention is that there's going to be a second book next year. It's called Grim something, and it's in the same world as this book. So I actually think I will try it because every single year I'm getting more and more desperate for Christmas books. So whatever comes out, I will be trying.
Perfect.
So I'll keep you guys posted
you will
next year.
Not catch me reading that, but that's totally okay. Everyone has their own taste. We'd love to hear what you guys thought about the book because I think we are in the minority here. So we'd love your thoughts. And if you have a recommendation for January 2026 book club pick, let us know. But wow, another successful year of picking stellar books. But until then, until 2026, you guys.
See ya.
See ya. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.